Well, if you made it to day 3 of the Optimal 1000 here, I hope you're enjoying the ride so far. Day 3's route is called the DS Bridge Tour. DS stands for Dworshack Reservoir. And it's a bit shorter than the previous 2 days. It's the shortest day of all 4 at 169 miles, but it's mostly dirt today. So today's route will bring you across 2 bridges on the Dworshack Reservoir. First one is called the Dent Bridge, and it is the second highest reservoir bridge ever built in North America. And I read online that it's the longest bridge in the state of Idaho at 1,050 feet. However, the second bridge is called the Grandad Bridge, and it shows a length of 1,208 feet. And I kind of felt like it was a bit longer when we crossed it. So let that be a lesson to ya. Don't believe everything you read on the net. The Grandad feels like a huge bridge that's just in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It felt like we hadn't seen another soul for several hours, and then here was this massive bridge crossing over the Dworshack Reservoir just right in the middle of the forest. Pretty cool. It's a really cool sight to see. So after the Grandad crossing, you'll head up to Potlatch territory, where I'm just going to warn you beforehand, the route tends to get a little bit off track in some places. So my best advice to you is just wing it and hope you come out on the other end. But Potlatch is a forestry company who's been logging that area for decades. So the roads in some spots on the route, they'll just literally disappear for a few hundred yards. And it's at those times when you just gotta ignore your GPS and use your animal instinct to find your way through. But eventually you'll make your way back to civilization and get back on pavement. You'll come through some smaller towns called Kamei and Kuskia here in Idaho before jumping on Highway 13, which will take you to the last leg of the day on the Harpster grade, which is an excellent way to end the day on a nice, windy, just well taken care of section of highway where, if you happen to see my tripod and chair, leave me a message in the comments below. I'll come grab them from you. As usual, you can download the route below and let me know what you think.
Oh, learn this lesson well, my friend. There's a time to rejoice and lament, and every season will find an end. All will fade and be made new again. Standing on the rocks of the railroad tracks, feet calloused, eyes open, sun beats on my back as I gaze upon the unseen winds. And they are wandering, whispering wisdom that's eternal, from the heart to the mind, to the hand, to the journal. Now the calling of the seeds in the cleft of their rock, and it's watered by the winds, having power to unlock. Stop the clock of chronological logic within some homogenized systems that can't dodge it, cause they left it the voice of an almighty one. Spirit illumine the dark like a fire, revealing the ways that were hidden but are higher. Now we must travel on the wings that will never grow tired of searching the mysteries of God. I said, Father, the feathers of my wax wings fall away by the rising of the sun, and I have descended when I was undone, and I will ascend when your spirit comes. Because what's been done and overcome cannot be stopped by the power of any human. Like the number of sin, we will stand, we will fall in the face of an eternal call. But those who call on his name in the midst of the pain, and the guilt and the shame, and the world full of blame, and all the bloody stains from the unjust gains, I look home and suffer the same. Cause we're wayward sons, and all our jokes betray our foolish hearts and our selfish ways. But if we would turn into the Father's grace, we would never be the same. This is an unseen land of a devastated soul that's prepared in contemplative silence for the mighty working hand of an unseen Lord to come restore this land from its violence. I said, walk another mile, stare across the